So Halo Reach dropped in 2010 and would turn out to be Bungie's final entry into the Halo franchise. Apparently they were worried about Microsoft being too overbearing and just overloading them with Halo, so they would just end up going and leaving and, shacking up with freaking Activision to make Destiny. But that's a video that's been done about 1,000 times already. Halo Reach was definitely one of the more interesting titles in the Halo game franchise. It dropped and would introduce Sprint into the Halo universe. Sprint, I'm telling you now, is the bane of everything Halo, if you ask me. I know there are a lot of people who are like, oh, it makes Halo more realistic. These soldiers might actually want to run at some point in time, but to me, it ended up being the big balance breaker in multiplayer, but, you're talking to me on that one. My interest with Halo Reach lies with its campaign. I love Halo Reach's campaign. If it's not the best entry into the Halo franchise in terms of its campaign, then it's right up there with Halo 3 and Halo 2. It is absolutely phenomenal. All of the characters are great. You're introduced to the likes of Dr. Halsey, and the tight bond that you form with the rest of Noble Squad really, really carries on into the end of the game, where obviously you're going to lose the battle. That's the best thing about Halo Reach, is from the very beginning, you know this story. I even have the book, The Fall of Reach, that came out, I think it was like 2007 or 8, and that book is fantastic, by the way. But Halo Reach, you know this planet is doomed from the very start, but you still get in there, you fight, you're winning, it seems like, but it just turns out this ending is predetermined. So Halo Reach, even though you're not going to win, it's written so well. The final sequences are just so good. The lone wolf section alone, when you're having to fight like 50 freaking elites before they finally take you down, is the single most badass video game moment I have ever experienced until Doom 2016, when you can just rip demons apart by hand. But even the final monologue from Cortana, talking about how you basically gave humanity a chance, is just some good stuff with that. Obviously, Halo Reach is multiplayer. Depending on who you ask, you're going to get a lot of different answers. I played it. I played a good bit of it. I had some fun. I'm not going to lie. It's a good time. But it's a far cry from Halo 3 or Halo 2 for that matter. It's better than what came after, but Halo Reach is the beginning of the downfall of Halo multiplayer, if you ask me. It's just a lot of balance problems with sprint and the abilities. Like I said, there's a lot of fun to be had, but when you come from Halo 3, you're going to be a bit disappointed, I think. Obviously, Halo Reach did bring back firefight mode from Halo 3 ODST. I've never been a big proponent of firefight. It ended up being a bit boring. I never really had any friends who wanted to play it either, so they were all playing Call of Duty, and if they're playing Halo Reach, they're playing the multiplayer. And that is the biggest problem with Halo Reach, is that I think this is where Bungie and soon to be 343 started trying to adopt Halo to what was popular, and that was Call of Duty. There was a 3-year period between Halo 3 and Halo Reach. And games that came out after Halo 3, and before Halo Reach were Call of Duty 4, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2. Yeah. That is the holy triumvirate of Call of Duty that came out in between the two Halo games. So, Bungie and Halo, they saw what was popular, and I think tried to work it into Halo Reach instead of just being Halo. You're Halo. Okay, you've already got a humongous dedicated following. All you have to do is be Halo. You're going to get your numbers. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what Call of Duty was doing. Unfortunately, they did, and then we will get to that in a next video. But Halo Reach would also really, I think, screw up custom games. You didn't have the party up back out system that you had in Halo 3, so as a result, custom games were nowhere near as fun. They did still have stuff like the file share and whatnot, so you could still check things out like in between games, just seeing hilarious screenshots or videos. But it ended up just being just too much of the Call of Duty and the Halo. The introduction of Sprint screwed Halo multiplayer. But the single player of Halo Reach is worth a play and worth the just price of admission alone. You have to play this game single player. I cannot overstate how fantastic it is. Halo Reach, though, it was the final entry from Bungie and the end of Halo's golden age. You all know what's coming next. I'm Jeff from Studio 41 Gaming. Thanks for watching.